Alright, it's good to be back. Hello everyone and welcome to 5-9 Gaming, your source for news and updates for everything gaming related. My name is Sunblade and I welcome you to our Dokkan Battle podcast. This week it's time for episode 63. As you might recall, last week's episode did not take place, but to make up for that, we prepared a big one for you. So without further ado, let me introduce today's guests. You might have read his tweets about Janemba's defensive capabilities. The LR King himself, the Dokkan God, DaTruth.
Hello.
The homie who laughed at Transformation Boost ESBR also takes part in today's episode. Hello, Goresh.
That was a fun one. I love that stage.
UK's Super Battle Road King comes back to our podcast after a long time. Welcome, the Masked Ningen.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? Good to be back.
And for today, we actually got two special guests. I heard him screaming all the way to my home when he pulled the recent LR back to back. One of Germany's finest. Guten Abend, Oozaru.
What up, boys? Bring you the German luck.
Nice, yeah. Gotta love that. And for the first time ever, DBZ Broly's biggest fan, Mr. Baby. Congrats to 21,000 subs on YouTube, by the way.
I appreciate you, and thank you for having me on.
Sure. Welcome. Before we dive into episode 63, which is called A Bright Future, make sure to subscribe to 5-9 Gaming across all social media platforms. And I have one more important announcement for you. Right after this episode, I am going to tweet out a new version of our Dokkan Battle podcast survey. We would like to improve the experience for you, so lend us all your energy and fill out the form so we can push the podcast even further beyond. Okay, enough with the foreplay, let's dive right into the first topic. Jump Festa just took place, and of course we got confirmation that the Dual Dokkan Festival will be Majin Buu Saga themed. So the next two TORs will be Kid Buu and most likely a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think it was Super Saiyan Goku as an SSR. Since you're here for the first time, baby, what do you think about that?
Disrespect for LR Kid Buu is what I think. I think Kid Buu deserves an LR. I think they'll make Kid Buu broken though, since he'll drop before the anniversary. But yeah, he should have been an LR. I don't know.
No. Yeah, broken just like Tech Janemba.
Really last year.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Oh wait, that's fair. Tech Janemba, sure, but I feel like it's Kid Buu. Like, come on. Like come on. You know? Like,
Yeah.
Let's not get the Janemba treatment. Please don't do that. No way.
Yeah, no copium at all. No.
Fair enough. No, but the Super Saiyan Goku, I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku most likely. We'll see what it ends up being. I think it's cool, though. I think we needed the end of the Majin Buu Saga since we ended off with Vegito and Gohan last time. So we need this, but I think Kid Buu should just been an LR, man. You know.
So what I want to know now is what has to happen to make you guys summon on this Dual Dokkan Festival. Also, are you hyped for those two?
Kinda. What I wanna see from Kid Buu especially is that he introduces the regen category from Legends. I wanna see that in Dokkan. And it would be nice if he is in Dokkan Fest Extreme Class Majin Buu Saga leader. And of course he should be very good. But because I mean, I wanted an LR as well for Kid Buu as the next character. But let's see what his abilities will be.
Yeah, right. Goresh, do you agree about the region category thing, since you mentioned Legends?
Yeah, I mean, that would just be a monster category. You have like every Pickle, every Janemba, like every form of babies on there, all the Boos are on there, all the cells are on there. It would just be like a monstrous category. So I would definitely be okay with that, for sure.
And yeah, I love good advice. Like, I was active on Twitter the last few days, and yeah, Truth mentioned that you might want to skip this Dual Dokkan Festival. Truth, could you repeat your tweet you made a couple of hours ago?
So last year at the New Year's units, Pikkon and Janemba were on Golden Week, which was the GT, Dokkan Fest, Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. This year, the Dragon Ball superhero film comes on April 22nd. Typically, the Golden Week banners are like the 25th or something like that, right? So the Golden Week Dual Dokkan Fest is probably going to be Dragon Ball superhero characters, and it'll probably have this presumably Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu on them as well. So And this is like, so you could skip this with Anniversary right around the corner anyway, summon on Anniversary, and then if you really want Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you can try and get them on Golden Week along with, you know, I don't know, Ultra Instinct Vegito, or whatever crazy thing they're gonna dust out for the movie, right?
That's
Yeah,
a really
absolutely.
good point. Yeah.
I absolutely agree. And UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta will be on those banners. You can just grab them with coins if you have to. Yeah.
And shouldn't there be on the Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza as well on the Golden Week banners?
They'll
No,
definitely be on the
They'll be
anniversary.
anniversary ones.
I don't think.
No,
that'd be
oh,
no.
sorry. it
Yeah,
was
I
anniversary,
was talking
right.
about Christmas.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, Frieza and Goku will be on the anniversary
Yeah,
banner. So
yeah, true.
yeah. Ningen, what do you want from those two units? Yeah, Christmas is already always like a struggle for us JP players. We always want to skip that, but yeah, what would be a hype unit for you?
What, in terms of a different unit?
The
or from
kid
Goku and-
the kid from Kid Buu and
Yeah,
Goku.
so Super Saiyan 3 definitely needs a better leader. Obviously, the Angel Goku is decent, but his leader skill for Super Saiyan 3 is obviously lower. So it'd be cool if that was the lead, because that team needs a stronger leader until we get Bardock's EZA. And then Kid Buu, I just want Kid Buu to be a strong unit in general, because obviously the Kid Buus that we have at the moment haven't aged super well. So it'd be nice to see a really powerful one. I'm not one of those people, like, obviously I agree, like, if we're going to give LRs to popular characters, I agree that Kid Buu should be an LR, but I'm not one of these people that I'm too bothered. Like, if they make him a Dokkan Fest TUR and the card is really, really good, then I'm not particularly bothered that it's a TUR and not an LR, but as long as it's actually good, you know. Obviously the LR, I think people probably want the LRs more because it's more opportunity for the animations, because obviously they have 2 super attacks, and we saw with units like the Janemba, they're being a bit more creative with the actual LR arts now and stuff like that, so that is obviously an added feature. But as long as the card itself is really strong and fun to use, then I'm not too bothered if they're just a TUR. So
Yeah,
I'm happy
as
that
for
we're
me,
just getting.
Yep,
I was gonna say, I'm just happy that we're getting another Buu, because that category, the Majin Buu power category, always like is never buffed. Like it gets buffed so infrequently, right?
yeah.
So that's just going to be a big help to the team.
You mentioned Kid Buu being good. Now that you brought up Tech Janemba, I'm kind of scared. Not gonna lie. Like I hope they don't mess this up, dude.
I mean, he'll at least link up with other Buus, so that's fine.
True.
Well, we hope so.
Imagine they don't give him the margin link.
Honestly, it sounds realistic. It sounds realistic.
Well, you know the Super 17 issue and Big Bad Bosses, so yeah, it's Akatsuki. But as for me, yeah, I gotta summon on those banners. I want the new units every time, so I'm going in, not all in, but
I mean,
yeah.
one multi-German luck. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, you guys
I've,
on Twitch, you gotta watch the relay summon, so you will.
I have a question. Who do you guys think is going to be the banner units?
If there's a banner unit.
Yep, it's
Honestly,
not guaranteed actually. Yep.
I would like a Buu that had like Vegito, you know, absorb for like a few or however long it was. They don't really absorb Vegito, but I think that would be pretty cool for Buu side, and for Goku, like I don't know.
For Goku, give me a #1 Vegeta like Legends and make him a keep +3 attack and defense 40% for pure Saints with Saint Pride.
Oh.
That would be the best for me, man. I swear. That would be so
I could
nice.
see. I feel like my picks are Bibbidi and Piccolo actually, because Piccolo does not have a Buu Saga unit, and he has a huge role in the arc.
Another Piccolo banner unit, huh? They kind of fumbled the bag the last one, so I'm not really. Too
No,
excited
he's
about
great.
that.
Tech Piccolo, he's awesome. Man. He's awesome.
Well, yeah, I know he's like one of the best units, but still, like you know,
Yeah.
could have been better.
Comment sections, they're good at letting us know how good he is. We're too hard. He's great.
My favorite comment is that he's not even mid. He doesn't make the cut.
Yeah, as for me, I know this is unrealistic, but I want something crazy like buff Super Vegito, like where Buu goes into Vegito.
Oh, yeah.
to
Oh,
make him
that's
buff.
what I was
feel like
talking
we
about, not the other way around.
misinterpret that. That's just an attack by Buu. It's not really like an extra form or something.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's unrealistic.
What are they
but-
gonna call it? Vegito Buu in his body or something?
Yeah.
I want handsome Buu.
Honestly, if Videl can get a Dokkan Fest, I think anything is possible. Honestly, so
That handsome Boo was a card in Buchigiri, by the way.
Yes,
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
so good.
Like something we have never seen before. Something crazy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited about the Christmas Duel Dokkan Festival, but JP just got a new LR, Future Gohan and Trunks. And Truth, I want to ask you, like, I watched your video obviously, but maybe you can repeat yourself. How good are they? Has your opinion changed? Are they a top 10 unit?
I mean, yeah, I think like they're borderline right there in the discussion. To me, I'm actually a little bit underwhelmed by the Gohan and Trunks portion of it. I feel like they're just not as good compared to some of the other Yellow Coin LRs. But once you get to Future Gohan, he is crazy. I found it's really not that tough to revive with him as well, even though he specifically has to get killed to revive. Because, you know, he not only has no defense, but he has a scouter effect as well, which is really strong. And I found that when Future Gohan revives, he to me is like the most impressive unit in the game. Like revives Future Gohan is invincible. It's so much damage. He starts to turn out at like 23 key. He is crazy. Revive Future Gohan. It's just you have to go through a lot of hoops to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nolarami just did the LR tier list for 2021, and this was an important bullet point there.
But
Yeah, good.
Truth, are you underwhelmed from their offense when they
Yeah,
are?
okay,
Future
so
Trunks
yeah. Oh, definitely their offense. Because it's like even with like 5 AGL orbs, they're still hitting very weakly. If you get 8 orbs where they get their guaranteed additional super, I think that's where their damage starts to look pretty good. But I've found that to be very uncommon. 8 orbs, right? It's like people always say like, oh, they create their own orbs, but it's not rainbow orb changing. It's different, but creating type orbs is not the same thing as rainbow orb changing.
I mean,
Yeah,
defense-wise, they're really good.
Yeah.
Offense-wise, yeah. But I think for free-to-play players, especially at 55%, they're really good for a lot of content in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll be good in like
Their defense
basically
is
everywhere.
good. Yeah, damage reduction, crit.
And they're on very low level teams like All Out Struggle and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Oh yeah, true. Or Connected Hope for the mission.
yep.
True.
Yeah, because
Ningen-
Gohan
sorry.
completely tanks that Dragon
Yeah.
Fist Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Okay.
So, Ningen, as a Super Battle Road connoisseur, what do you think about the unit? Are you hyped about that unit, Gohan and Future Trunks? Do you think they are viable?
I think it's like obviously Future that's been getting a lot of buffs on JP because obviously we just got the ESBR stage on Global, and it's very apparent that from doing that that category has not had any buffs in a while. I've had a few people commenting on my videos to say that they're struggling with it, so obviously that'll be a good strong buff for that category, unlike some of the other ones that Truth was saying. I've checked out a couple of the videos for it, but obviously I haven't seen I haven't actually watched a video of them in Super Battle Road yet to make a decision. But yeah, that category definitely needed buffs. So I think the only thing I would say, the only downside to that unit is I think a lot of people assumed that is what it was going to be. So obviously, whilst it's not impossible, I feel like it's now going to be a very long time until we potentially see the like Future Gohan revival into Super Saiyan Trunks, because I think that's what most people assumed the LR was going to be. Rather than just like Gohan by himself. So I wonder how long it will be until we see that in the game now.
Right. And Goresh, are you going to sum for one copy, or are you going all the way when they come out?
It's going to depend on if they're a double rates banner or not on global. I mean, if they're double rates, then probably not, because I have terrible luck on double rate banners, and it's like the opposite for me. It's like half rates for me for some reason. So if they're not double rates, then probably go for the rainbow, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else about Future Gohan and Trunks? Baby, what do you think about them?
I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with Ningen. I feel like it should have been like a, Gohan into Trunks, but I feel like the unit is fine. I just don't like how orb restricted they are at first. But like Truth said, when you go into Future Gohan, then like he's laying everyone down, which I'm fine with. I'm not too or big a fan of how they look or how chancy they are before you get the revive off and stuff. So
Yeah, right. Yeah, as a matter of fact, before we started the podcast, I flat out said that I hate this unit. But that doesn't change the fact that they are good. They are not bad. I just hate them.
All right, Mr. 2 copies in 1 multi over here.
Yeah, right. But yeah, Global just got Goku and Hit, and yeah, Truth said, and I say this too, that those two are the best yellow coin. This is the best yellow coin LR in the game. So Ningen in the relay summon, you pulled 1 copy, and now you got them at 69%. So how are they performing?
Yeah, I was very impressed. Like, obviously, I did my initial summons. I pulled 1 copy. So I, tried them out at 55%. And even then, like, I was very impressed with the numbers that they're hitting. Obviously, running them alongside Hit, because they basically have the same link set. So yeah, just very, very impressed with like the numbers that they put out. With the way that their passive works, it's almost impossible to not super attack with them. Obviously stunning as well. Like, again, we just got those new Super Battle Road stages. So Universe Survival Saga, having another strong unit that not only can stun, but is putting out crazy attack stat. If they're in slot, you can run them in slot 1 because their start of turn defense is actually okay. Like, even at 55%, I can't remember if I had a support unit or not, but they were around like 200k defense, which is not terrible. And then obviously post super attack, that jumps way up even more. So they're definitely a very valuable unit to have for some of those stages. I know it's a unit a lot of people wanted to see in the game, and I do think they're very cool. I like the fact that they have their Goku like switching between the God and Blue, like in the animation as well. I think that's really cool.
Right.
So just overall, I think the unit is very fun to use. Obviously, the downside is they're not on a lot of teams, but obviously they're just a very good addition to the teams that they are on. I mean, I don't see that as a massive complaint because I don't think he's necessarily the best, but one of my favorite yellow coin LRs is still LR Turles, and he's not on a ton of teams either. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing about the unit. So yeah, I think the unit is super good.
Cool. So, Truth, are you still sticking to your statement that God Goku and Hit is the best yellow coin LR in the game?
Oh, easily. I feel like they're just so impressed. They do everything. 600k defense, 50% chance to dodge. They stun, right? They're really powerful for long events. If you get that active skill off, that's like, they just do everything. The only problem with them is just the limitation of the teams they're on. That's about it. I think that they're ridiculously impressive.
Yeah, right. And Oozaru, did you manage to pull them, or did you get shafted?
Unfortunately not. I did not summon much, but I mean, for a restricted unit, they are really good, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I like the category as well, the accelerated battle.
Yep.
Who would be your number 2 yellow coin character?
Ooh. Yeah.
I would
Truth's
actually...
gonna say Janemba and make everyone big mad.
No. I actually would probably say Vegeta and Goku.
Vegeta and Goku, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I mean, Hit is Goku and Hit are really, really good. They do everything for free. It feels like.
Yeah, just like 6 key at the start of turn, like so good.
In my 55% video, I put them on a legendary existence team where they didn't really work with the team, and I just dropped them as a floater, and they were hitting 6 million every turn.
Yeah, every time I use them again, I remember how crazy they are because I was testing out the Tech GT Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, so I just threw together like a random Vegeta family team. So I just picked them to be the unit on the other rotation with LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So they share a couple of links with him, and I have 2 dupes in mine, and they were getting like over 7 million attack stats. So it's like every time I use them again, I remember just how ridiculously good they are.
I think if they were on more teams, it would actually be too good, just because, again, they don't have to work with the team. You just throw them in slot 3, and they're hitting 6 million. They were hitting like 6 million at 55% level 1 links with no, like,
crazy.
almost no links active.
Yeah, I
feel like-
agree.
So
I agree
feel
with
like
the point.
you got it.
Go on. No, go on.
No, you got it.
I was just going to say, the point that Oozaru said about Goku and Hit is something that I very much agree with. Like, I don't mind if a unit is limited to only being on a few teams. If they're going to be that good, then I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like Team Universe 7, when they first came out, they looked so impressive on the Reps of Universe 7 team, right? But they're basically like you have to run them on that team. And again, I don't really mind. That's basically what I was gonna say.
I mean, Universal Saga has a big roster, so and much leader, so they
That's
dropped
true too,
your
yeah.
Survival Saga ESPR, and even if you don't have him, you can pick him as a friend, and he'll do the job.
Yeah, right. So unfortunately I didn't pull them, but every time I run Universal Survival Saga, I pick them as a leader because Keepers 4, 150%, that's a true leader skill, especially with Keepers 4, with that many LRs on the team. So, but yeah, regardless, I have stored 1,000 coins just for them. So I'll grab 2 when they come out. I guess middle of next year. So, yeah. Cool. So let's move on to the next bullet point here. Future Gohan, the physical one, just got his Easy A on JP. So, is it the best Easy ATR in the game? Did he dethrone Hit? Goresh, what do you think about Future Gohan? I know you're not playing JP, but what are your impressions so far?
So he was a desperate, because again, Ningen knows exactly what I'm about to say right now. We all just did the Future Extreme Super Battle Road. The leaders for that team suck. Okay, we have Tech Trunks, or we have LR Trunks and Mai as the leader. I mean, you could use Int Mai as leader if you want to. So that Future Gohan, when he comes out, is going to make that stage literally like 10 times easier than it is right now. You go in there with Tech Trunks turn 1, he's taking like 170k per normal attack. So, like, it changes like the entire landscape of that stage when this guy comes out. So, in terms of how he affects the game, I think that's the main spot where that's going to be happening. But honestly, like, as long as you're running a Trunks on the team, you just throw him on the same team as him, and he's good. Like, this Future Gohan's really good. He's putting up like 5 million attack stats. He's not taking any damage. Just a really solid character. His link set's pretty good too. So, no real complaints for me.
Yeah, so Truth, obviously, you have tested him out. Where do you think he is on the list?
No, I actually, because of World Tournament, I actually have not had a chance to get him done. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm a little unprepared today because of the greatest thing to ever happen to Dokkan, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about this, but unfortunately, you cannot use the auto mode during World Tournament, which sucks. But, yeah. So, Baby, what about you? What do you think about Future Gohan? Do you play JP at all?
No, I'm a global man.
Yeah.
But like honestly, I'm really excited for that Easy because I've been really wanting a really good Future Gohan, and then I feel like again, I wanted a Future Gohan that exchanges into Trunks. Since you didn't kind of get that, like I think this Future Gohan is going to be, kind of like the next best thing for me. And in terms of like who's better, I think like Tech Hit and Future Gohan, they offer really powerful leader skills. So in terms of like who's better, I feel like you could say either or. Personally, I like Future Gohan just because of what Goresh said that he finally offers a 170 lead for Future, which I know the androids just did as well, but like a super class Future Saga 170 lead, I think is what we really needed. So that's like I think the best thing about him, honestly.
Yeah, I finished this unit actually and tested him out, and I think he's really, really good. He is exactly what Future Saga needs, but I think that Tech Hit is slightly superior. So, but that's a good thing because Hit was so bad in the past. Future Gohan wasn't that great either, but he wasn't as bad as Hit in my opinion. But yeah, Oozaru, do you have anything to add here?
I'm a big fan of the Easy. I mean, he offers defense from turn 1. And he has damage reduction, he can get more damage reduction, his defense is really, really good. His offense is solid as well. I mean, I had him before his EZA with 15 crit, 11 additional attack. I changed it to 20 additional attack and gave him with skill ups 10 crit. Because if you play him with the Trunks and you can use his sub-EZA Trunks or the new Ella Future Gohan and Trunks, and he has his 5 million attack stats, you take him, he does the job, and that's it. So I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I really appreciate that the new LR is called Future Gohan and Trunks, so you can link them up with the EZA Future Gohan. That was the right move by Akatsuki. Really, really good.
I think the moral of the story here is that they are doing a really good job with the category lead EZAs.
True.
Yeah.
So far,
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Goresh, you probably just jinxed it, just letting you know.
So another Super Saiyan 3 Broly incoming, huh?
ST Ultimate Gohan's gonna come out and like get like a low chance to guard when he comes out.
Don't even
I'm
get me
worried
started
about-
on chance to guard.
I'm worried about Ink Goku Black, dude. I'm very worried about him. I hope that he gets to start a turn defense. He'll be so good. That's all he
What if he
needs.
massively stacks defense on Super?
No, that he'll still suck because he has no defense on his passive. He give him like 30% defense, massively stacking, and I'm happy. But like no defense, he's just because he's literally increasing like 5,000 defense every time he supers. Like it's not doing anything. So he sucks.
I mean, the thing that's the most exciting, I know like a couple of us will have said it in our own videos and stuff, but the fact that we saw from just from like the 21 EZA, now we know that they will actually, with these EZAs, change transformation conditions for some of these units as well. I think that's really exciting.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
So I feel like Evolution Blue Vegeta, they might change his a little bit, right? Or maybe like AGL Turles a little bit. That'll be. I can't wait for Turles to get his EZA. But
The one
Yeah,
thing I
that,
would
for
love
Angel Turles, all they got to do is make him not have a transformation.
Yeah, I was going to say, the one thing I would love to see, which I don't know if they would go that far, but imagine if they took those units like Turles and Android 13 and they made it so their transformation was actually an active skill rather than...
yeah.
That'd be so
Would they
good.
do that, you think?
I don't know. It could,
No.
I get, in theory, nothing is impossible, but I don't know. If I had to bet, I would say no, but it would be nice.
Now that you said Evolution Vegeta, do you think if he will get his EZA, they push his attack set from 130 to 170, like by Future Gohan did they with his HP buff?
Pure Saiyan becomes disgusting at that point. Honestly, why not, dude? Why not? Why not? Why not? I feel like it's possible. I mean, even like 150.
I mean,
I think it's fine. Or
it
like
would be-
160. I don't know.
it would be really nice for the LR Evolution Vegeta as well, so because they are a good rotation together.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's a PvE game, so they can go all out.
Yeah,
in
true.
my opinion, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, global players, you just got the hit EZA, so he's not shit anymore. So Goresh, what do you think about hit?
Yeah, I like pumping him out the 8 million attack stats turn 1 in Super Battle Road with him.
Oh, that's
Seems
okay.
pretty
Hell
good.
yeah.
And then stunning and additionaling and guaranteed effective against all types, and then stunning the whole rotation. He seems like a pretty fair unit.
Yeah. So Ningen as a Super Battle Road King, tell us.
They completely turned him around. I mean, I had the best finish for my so for the No I Am run for Universe Survival 6 at Universe Survival Saga, I used basically a full Universe 6 team, apart from having the LR Goku and Hit on there, so double hit leads. And I went into the last fight with the Dokkan attack just ready to go, and with the rotation of, I think it was like Tech Caulifla, STR Kale, and Hit's stun went off. So I put him in slot 1, did the Dokkan attack with him, 8 million attack stat, crit for 11 million damage, everybody dead immediately.
That's actually the exact same thing that
It's like,
happened
yeah,
to me
cool,
in my
nice,
run.
good third fight there. So yeah, he's pretty good for Super Battle Road. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I have to say that I want to say that for a very long time, but a lot of you guys on Twitter, like the community, are trashing Drew for his tweets sometimes, but he has really good advice. And I'm just repeating his words here because he's right. Change his hidden potential system. Like, give everything to additional attacks. I think that's the right choice. Like, if he does an additional super attack and you stun the enemy before that, he will be super effective. He gets an additional attack buff. His attack set will be insane. I think it will be close to 9 million if the rotation is right. So, yeah, Drew, tell us about Hit. I think you're still very excited about him, huh?
Yeah, Hit is crazy. I've found him to be good everywhere, right? He can be good in Battlefield, Super Battle Road, long events. He can even hold his own, right? Like, he works very well even in the Legendary Vegeta event. He doesn't really take a ton of damage. I mean, he's not going to survive Evolution Blue Vegeta's super attack, but like almost nothing can, right? But besides that, like he's good everywhere. I really like units that have like a nice level of consistency and can be used everywhere, and that's exactly what Tech Hit is. Like if we compare Tech Hit to, say, like, I don't know, Physical Cooler or Int UI Goku, other top EZAs, I feel like Hit is just so much more impressive in Super Battle Road than them, right? Whereas like they build up for long events, but Hit is still good in long events, even without any build up. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anything you guys want to add about Hit? What do you think about Hit?
The same. Hit is amazing. I mean, his leader skill is really good as well. For Universe Survival Saga Key 3, HP attack and defense 160. if you take him as a lead, like a double lead or just one hit, the God Coin hits, the team is just really good. And I think he does not need as many Universe 6 category allies. Am I right?
Right,
Yeah.
yes. Because like if he's the only one on a rotation, he still gets a buff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like part of it. So he's fine.
Yeah.
He's definitely fine without it. So yeah, great. So with that said, let's move on to the next bullet point. Yeah, as I said before, last week's episode did not take place, so we didn't talk about some stuff. But we got a bunch of Extreme Z Awakenings and Ningen. I saw your tweets, your recent tweets about one particular EZA. Yeah, okay, you're laughing already. So I'm talking about 16 here. I think you were referring to him, right?
Yes.
It wasn't too clear, but yeah, okay. So
Oh no, I made my thoughts very, very clear on Tech 16. Like I said, I want Tech 16 to be at my funeral carrying my coffin so he can let me down one last time. Because the number of times that I have gotten to the last fight of Android's Extreme Super Battle Road No Item Run and then he doesn't guard and just gets absolutely destroyed is it's starting to get a little bit infuriating. So as I said in one of the other tweets, so whoever decided that chance to guard passives should be a thing is Akatsuki needs to get them out the door like straight away, because it makes me worried for units like, like the EZA for SDR Ultimate Gohan, like even Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, who's probably one of my favorite of like the Super Saiyan 3 EZAs. Like the chance to guard is just such an irritating thing, because I know Goresh has talked about it before. It wouldn't be as bad if there was some way that the game like showed you at the start of the turn that their guard wasn't going to activate, so you could at least plan the turn better, but you literally just don't know. So the number of times, especially in the first fight, I streamed a bunch of attempts of the Android stage earlier, and there is an int enemy, and the number of times that literally the first attack would be the int enemy in slot 1 doing a super attack, and that animation is playing out, and you're just sat there, and it's like, so is he gonna guard, and then he doesn't, and you take 700k damage, and you start again.
Yeah,
so, I just don't understand, because when he does guard, he's really good. Like, he's probably the best defensive unit on that team, but it's just the fact that it's a 50-50 chance, and you don't know if it's gonna go off or not. So
The thing is, guard is just too strong of an ability. Like, if they're gonna slap guard on a character, like look at Tech Ultimate Gohan, right?
Do you think they saw everyone? They saw all the discourse about Tech Gohan on Twitter, and they were just like, "Yeah, we're never giving a unit guaranteed guard again."
Yeah, baby, what are you talking about? Guard sucks. Tech Ultimate Gohan sucks. Seller Janemba sucks. These characters suck. What are you talking about, man? They're all bad.
You know what? No, my bad. You got it.
Awful. They're terrible. Terrible unit. Terrible.
I mean, Tech 16 woke up feeling dangerous. 1.4 million attack stats, dude. Come on, that's insane.
But I feel like the chance to guard is not. I think great chance and higher is fine. Like great chance or guaranteed is fine. I think high chance is like, medium is. I think that shouldn't exist. Period.
Yep.
But I think great chance is fine, especially if the unit is really powerful, anyways. But it's just like the guard is just so strong to give to a unit. So like, they'd really have to like, because they'd have to really pick and choose on who they give that to. So
It's like
I woke up this morning.
Go on.
I was gonna say I woke up this morning to record my Android run for ESVR, and I was like, okay, I've never used the Tech 16 EZA. Let's go ahead and try him. So here's the turn that played out. I'm not even kidding. This is an actual turn that happened in this video. He was in slot 3. I had an Android 8 active, so he had like 350k defense before supering. He supers. I'm not even kidding. He supers for like 1.4 million. Okay, that was his attack stat. And then his defense, he greatly raises his defense on super. So that's like 500k defense or something, whatever it is. Then he eats a super attack, doesn't guard, and takes like 200,000 damage.
Yep.
So, yeah.
that's pretty good. What are you talking about?
See, the problem is when he works, he does work like reasonably well, because if he does guard and then he takes like a few hits in slot 1, then he's putting out like 3 million, which is nothing crazy, but like the archetype of unit that he is, if you're going to make him like a defensive unit, I don't expect him to hit a really high attack stat, but then just make him actually good defensively, because even after supering, if the guard doesn't go off, even in that Android's Extreme Super Battle Road, he takes double-digit damage from normal attacks without guarding after supering. It's just the fact that if the guard doesn't activate, super attacks just absolutely destroy him. And since his like his role as a unit, if you want to break units down into like archetypes, is he's supposed to be a tank, and 50% of the time he doesn't tank. So
So yeah, to sum it up, Android 16 is amazing. Yeah, right. But along with Android 16, and we briefly talked about her, we got an Android 21 EZA. So, baby, what do you think about Android 21?
The biggest thing about her that I really like is that they changed her her transformation conditions, which basically means, like Oozaru said earlier, that or whoever said earlier, that they can, like, this means that we look going forward, we can expect other units to get, that transform to have a different transformation condition. But overall, I mean, I think she's fine. Nothing crazy. Like, she doesn't jump out the water to me in terms of abilities. She's fine. She's like a decent options for androids and Pepigals and stuff. But I think Android 16 is definitely the better choice here, honestly, especially for like difficult content.
And yeah, also, what do you think about those two? Did you finish them? Unlike me, because I'm lazy, I didn't finish them at all.
So, like Ningen said earlier, if they decide to make Android 16 a defensive unit, then just give him straight up guard and not a chance. For Android 21, am I tripping, or I feel like they could have made her better? I was not flash with her EZA, let's say that in this way.
Okay.
Yeah, she could have been better, but like I think like her EZA caught her up a little bit to like
True,
the meta.
yeah.
Like it gave her that boost what she needed, but like she's not like anything impressive, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's mentioned this, but I feel like one of the reasons they didn't make Tech 16 as good as they could have is because he'll help Gohan transform.
Yes, because he's AGL, right?
Yeah.
yeah, they even on any teams together.
Actually,
I don't know.
No, they're not. They're not. They're sure
Not in a
team
single team.
Good times.
Okay, so let's move on to the next few EZAs we got. And yeah, we didn't talk about the LR androids, the friend point banner LR, and they are really, really good. But truth, how good are they?
Which unit you said that? The
The
Android?
AGL androids, yeah, LR.
They're ridiculously good. I'm actually not really too sure who I like as the best free-to-play unit. Either them, LR Roshi, or the version Z LR Goku. I think they've all got sort of like pros and cons, but the Android team is just like the core of it has been completely revamped, right? They dropped 1 million Android. They're just ridiculous. The AGL 17, the Hellfighter 17, these AGL androids, the Dokkan Fest androids are ridiculous. Like, all of a sudden, the team is just completely different, right? And it does work well for LR Super 17 in that this brand new core of the team, including 19 and 20 as well, none of them have big bad bosses, right? And that has always sort of been an issue for Super 17. It's this lack of big bad bosses. But now the Android team has completely moved away from that link entirely, right? Only really Android 13, if you're going to run him as a leader, has big bad bosses on that core that you would use. I don't think Android 21, she doesn't have a place on the team at all with all the new units that just dropped in JP.
Right, I agree. Yeah, you just talked about Hellfighter 17 and Android 17, the
They're
AGL one.
So insane.
And-
It's insane. Sub EZAs, they're so crazy.
Yeah, right. And yeah, we got in March, during Golden Week, we got our beloved LR Super 17. And yeah, I specifically asked on Twitter if those two like help him out, if he's one of the better LRs in the game now. Ningen, you are a great Super 17 fan. How do you feel about him now?
Yeah, they did my boy dirty when they brought him out. The fact that he
Yes.
came out just before they started putting in these like key blast absorption things and stuff is an absolute crime. But yeah, seeing him now being used alongside those like in 19 and 20, and like seeing how good the new Android team like makes him look. Like, obviously for me, I'm super excited for when that stuff comes to global, just so I can use him. Because the thing is, like, I know his design is really wonky, and it's definitely, like, as much as a fan of Super 17 as I am, like, I can only bring myself to try and love the unit so much. But, like, he's a fun unit. Like, the animations are cool and everything. Like, he's not bad. He's just really weirdly designed. So it's nice to see that there are some buffs on the horizon for him to make him fun to use.
Yeah, I gotta say, if Akatsuki would decide to add Hellfighter 17 and Android 17 to GT bosses, that would help him out a lot. But unfortunately, this probably is not going to happen. Yeah, Goresh, what do you think about this? I know you love Super 17 in that regard.
Yeah, I used him in the same Androids video. He actually did pretty well. But, you know, the only thing I really don't like about him is the fact that he has a chance to gain key instead of just a guaranteed, like, key gain whenever he gets hit. And then the fact that his the passive where he gains damage reduction and his stats are on the following turn.
Yeah.
If those two things just happened, like, on the same turn and you had a guaranteed chance to gain key, he would be so much better and he'd be so much more consistent. So those are the only things I really have an issue with him. And also the fact that for some reason they thought he'd be like a good lead for the movie boss or the GT bosses team. So whatever.
Yeah, no big bad bosses on a team called bosses.
Yeah, exactly.
That should have been key for 177% all stats, honestly.
Yep. So yeah, Hellfighter 17 and Android 17, as True said, they are amazing. What I particularly like about Android 17 is the fact that he is on Corroded Body and Mind, and he's a big help from my point of view for that team. So, Oozaru, have you used Android 17, the sub EZA, anywhere? What do you think about him?
They are really strong. I mean, it's a character. How old are they? They released 2017. A lot of people do have them in their accounts, and the sub EZAs are so crazy. Like both of the Androids are really good, and it's just. I don't know, I tested them with LR Super 17. I'm a big fan of the characters Super 17, but they did him really wrong. And I was freaking out about the fact that I pulled an LR to summon for him. And then there just comes Sub EZA Android 17, and he has really high defense, does a good offensive attack stat. And I just thought to myself, what is this, man? I pulled for an LR, and the Sub EZA comes around and is or feels like better in the turn. But all in all, they helped Super 17 a lot. But yeah, I feel like they had dropped with Super 17 back then with this release.
Yeah.
But I mean, now they are here. They're all ally supporter. They're really good. And like you said, for Corroded Body and Mind, it's a good choice for the team.
It was a really tough act to follow that release too, because you were following the GT Goku and Vegeta, who were like dumb.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's insane. Like True said it in his video where he talked about Android 19 and 20. Like Akatsuki published a unit which has like beam nullification, like they absorb it, and Android Super 17, who is an LR, like a premium unit, doesn't have that.
Like, had to be the first one, man.
Yeah, like. Why are they doing that? I don't know what they speak, but yeah.
I think that's the first character you think of when you think of key absorption, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
literally his entire gimmick. He literally does it like 20 times.
Yeah, isn't there literally like a line, like literally Super Saiyan 4 Goku is like, oh, is that all you're going to do? Just keep absorbing all my attacks. It's like literally the main thing that he does.
The definition of a spammer.
I think in the future, though, if we get like a Hellfighter 17 and Android 17 LR, which is what I thought Super 17 was going to be first, and then they fuse into Super 17, I think that could be his gimmick, because that's still going to happen at some point, right?
I really want to see that, yeah.
So I think that can be the chance for us to get like, you know, a crazy busted Super 17 that actually like just nullifies like for free, right? No conditions, please. No, you know, Super Gogeta or whatever.
But what I also don't understand is that the Trash SR version or SSR Super 17, they have big bad bosses, and a summonable LR does not have it. I don't understand it.
Yep.
They ran out of links, dude. They couldn't think of anything.
Okay, let's talk about the last batch of EZAs. And yeah, this was really unexpected, but the Dragon Ball Fusions units got their Extreme Z Awakening. So the units like Karoli, Pandel, yeah, got their awakening, and they are quite viable here and there. So yeah, Ningen, I know that you rainbowed Karoli back in the day. So what do you think about him? For
Oh
example?
no, it wasn't even that. I link leveled Karoli just for,
Oh, you link leveled him.
just
Yes. Okay.
just
Yeah, I
to
mixed
see,
it up.
just to see, because yeah, I was a big fan of fusions. Anyone out there, if you still have a DS and you can pick up like a cheap secondhand copy of it, you should play it. It's fun. It's cool to see that they did that. I'm really confused that when they finally decided to cast their eye back onto the fusion units, they decided to easy a couple of the TURs, but not give the ones that don't have awakenings. So I think that's kind of strange. The only thing I would say about them is they have obviously made them like quite good. They've brought them up to being, you know, competitive to be used in the current meta, to put it that way. The only problem is, like, especially you look at units like Karoli is on like 2 or 3 categories,
Yeah,
and
he's on
those
2
teams
teams,
are
yeah.
so like stacked. It's like, who are you going to take off of your like fusion or time limit team to like put on Karoli? Especially because for some reason, even though he awakens with the Broly Dokkan Fest medals, he has Shattering the Limit. So like, who are you going to take off of your like, you know, almost full of LRs and like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Like, who are you taking off your fusion team to use him? Like, it just seems a bit weird. Like, it's nice to see that they've kind of remembered that they exist. Obviously, this last part of the year has been pretty great for everything crossover related, not just heroes, with all these old units getting awakenings and getting easy A's and stuff like that. But unfortunately for them, I don't see a huge amount of places that you would potentially use them.
So yeah, I expect a no from you, Truth, but I assume you haven't used them, the Easy A's.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to use the Fusions EZAs, and then also the free-to-play units. You know, the return of Tiencha, and then Tekka and Pinich's Awakenings. I have not had a chance to use them. Just too much, dude. Because it's like typically this double rates banner, like this is kind of like a quiet time slot. They drop an LR and then they're out, right? And then we have the huge end of year celebration. But this time they're like Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, new Super Battle Road stage, new support memory, right? Like summonable LR, story event with new stages, 2 easy A's. Like it's insane, like how much they drop at the same time.
Just do it all.
Yeah, and then World Turn. Well, I can't because of the damn World Tournament. I'm stuck here right now grinding it.
Yeah. So I like those quick question, quick answer things. So to go from top to bottom here, who's your favorite Dragon Ball Fusions EZA?
Chow Man.
Chow Man. Chow Man didn't get any.
I was gonna say Chow Man, dude. Jeez.
Well, I don't know why they didn't decide to awaken them, but I think the only thing is because that would require them commissioning new art, and then maybe that would also mean like some licensing thing would be involved, and they didn't feel like doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, Oozaru, who do you like the most of the EZAs?
I did not test them. I just took the stones, but
Okay.
Get the stones and get out.
Greedy.
but Barnot seems pretty interesting with all the orbs he needs. But I can't say much about them.
Yeah. So, Mr. Baby, you are, like as I said in the intro, you're a big Dragon Ball Z Broly fan. Are you a fan of Karoli too?
No, Curly. It's a weird fusion. I just like
How
Z
dare
Broly, Z Broly himself. You know.
How dare you?
But I think overall, I actually really like his design though, because it's
Yeah.
like he can stun, and then once he stuns, that great chance to additional with the extra attack he gets. I think that's like a really nice design, and on top of 260% attack and defense. I mean, his stats aren't like crazy, but I do like his design. But nah, bro, Crowley, that's weird. I don't know. I just like Z.
I just remember when they tweeted out Karoli's details, like the first thing you saw was 260% attack and defense. Like what?
like a triple take, huh?
I guess it comes
Yeah.
back. It comes back to what we were saying about some of those like LRs and stuff. Is because he's literally on 2 categories. So yeah, I guess why not make him pretty damn good. But I'm in the opposite. Karoli's my favorite. I think the design. I think his kit is good, but just the actual character himself. I always really liked the design of Karoli. That's why I decided to link level mine. I actually summoned on the original Fusions banner until he was rainbowed, because he was the one I wanted to get. Because obviously, like I say, I played the game, so the idea of like the Broly and Goku fusion is really cool. Like in the storyline of fusions, Karoli only exists because like Goku wants to fuse with Broly to see how it would feel to be fused with somebody so like insanely powerful as Broly. So like I've always thought Karoli was a pretty cool character and a cool design. So I'm glad that his card is better now, and it means I didn't link level him for nothing, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm a Karoli fan too, if you will. But I personally think that this unit is he's so mid. Like, I'm so sorry. I rainbowed him. I easy ate him, and like if you can't activate the last part of his passive, he won't be above 3 million at all. So like,
But he's supering twice, isn't he?
Yeah, like there's a 70% chance. Like sometimes it doesn't trigger at all. So
it works like AGL UI Goku, where he just doesn't dodge at all, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I was
for
so
yourself, buddy.
disappointed yesterday.
UI Goku's got a 100% chance to dodge for me.
Oh, you think so? That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull up a quick showcase truth and let's see where he dodged for you.
100% chance.
100%. Oh, yeah.
Might as well be.
It feels like I actually had a few run-ins where I would take him, like when the God event first came for like during the anniversary, he would literally dodge every single normal and then just eat the super.
Yes.
Like I just had to stop playing with him. It was so frustrating. He said, "Let me dodge all the normals and then just let me eat the super for like." I mean, he was still taking like he gets the defense the buff on dodge, so he wasn't taking too much damage anyways. But like, it's I don't know, man. I can't.
Just use God Goku and hit, and you don't have to worry about any damage at all.
Yes.
Yeah, God Goku and hit there are crazy good. But okay, we are done with the Extreme Z Awakenings. Quite a lot, so yeah, let's move on to the next topic. And yeah, I know that Ningen is excited about that. Global got their Extreme Super Battle Road stages along with the skill orbs. So and yeah, I saw that Ningen no-itemed the giant form Extreme Super Battle Road stage with the global first Easy Ace. So yeah, Ningen, tell us. What's your experience?
Yeah, they the difference is hugely significant. Like obviously, Truth and I were talking about it briefly on Twitter the other day. Like they make the difference like hugely. They are pretty ridiculous. Like obviously, just like any unit in Extreme Super Battle Road, if you take a type disadvantage super attack or something like that, obviously it's not gonna go well for you. But in the experience, like after they've super attacked, because they all get that extra buff, and I think most of them have like raises defense as their super attack effect as well, they take like double-digit damage from normal attacks, which there's like no units on the giant category outside of maybe Tapion that do that normally. So they are a huge change, because like even with items, I know people get really frustrated with that stage, especially because with all the transformations that keep going off and things like that, like that stage can take the longest as well because of the fact that that once you go into the giant ape for some of the characters, they're obviously not like super powerful. So yeah, they changed that whole run experience very much. Like Goresh was saying about like all the future buffs will just massively change the game for that stage. Like the giant form stage is just so much easier on global than it is on JP.
Because the difference with giant compared to every other category is that all the other teams are at least getting buffs, right? Whereas giant has Tapion and then the global first, and that's it in like the last like 3 years.
Yeah, wasn't it? Don't forget in Demigra's Awakening.
Oh yeah, dude, he's super good. He's a powerful unit too. Right?
So
yeah, that's
what
kind of just the issue with that.
So what you're saying is I should do the Easy A.
You should, yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I'm not allowing the Demigra slander. I think he.
Oh yeah, you're stopping it, huh?
I know you're right in that sense. Like he's not like super busted. Like his attack set is crazy low, but he can be a very good help for that stage if you're struggling with that. If you're not away, like for me, I do not have Ella Baby. I don't know why. I've never pulled him. I can't pull him somehow, and I'm refusing to buy him with coins. And I brought Demigra instead, and he was a big help in that stage. So yeah, he can be useful at times. So
we really
agree
do
on
need a
that.
Dokkan Fest for him. Like it's about time.
Keep in mind though that since there's an old LR, he's going to get an Easy A. Like I recently pulled LR Goten and Trunks, and I'm actually not too mad about it because I know when they Easy A. I mean, actually I can't say too much because Easy A's been kind of mid for the LRs, but at least they'll be a lot better, right? And I think Baby like when they Easy A'd LR Goku and Frieza during the 6 year, like if the anniversary has anything to do with GT, I think Baby could possibly get an EZA, and I feel like he'd be really really powerful. So you know,
Baby's gonna have even if he doesn't get an EZA straight away, like Baby's gonna, I feel like he's gonna have the same kind of resurgence that we saw with people talking about Int Bojack, like when we finally get a Dokkan Fest Baby.
Oh yeah.
So that he has like a really good link partner to be run with. You know, the side banner unit for that banner will probably be a unit that supports them as well. And then, yeah, people will start like realizing, because he's not terrible, but I still think he's pretty solid.
Yeah, corroded body and mine 3Q 40%, and we're good to go, honestly.
Yeah, and make it a baby possessed Bulma, so then she can activate the part of Majin Vegeta EZA's passive. And then there you go.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Easy Ace for the free to play corroded, like what's it? Goten Trunks and
Yes.
Gohan too, right?
Yeah. So yeah, baby celebration would be awesome.
Or Hybrid Saiyan buffs.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about the new stage that JP got. We got the Siblings Bond Super Bat Road stage. So, Oozaru, have you tried out the stage? Is it easy? Is it hard? Tell us.
Not yet, but I had in my mind that I don't have Ella Tapion, so I wanted to try Ella Gohan Goten lead and as a friend Tapion with Ise Tapion on rotation. I did not try it yet, but I think it will be possible to do it. I mean, it's a normal Super Battle Road. Oh, the Ella Androids are there as well in Siblings Bond, so I think it should be fine.
I've had a couple of people tweet me no item runs of full Android setups. No iteming that stage. That's another thing I haven't had a chance to try yet because again they dropped so much and now World Tournament. But I think that the Dokkan Fest androids are so OP. I think they destroy. I actually have not checked what the enemies you fight in this stage are. I wonder if they're beam super enemies. Let me check that.
I don't know anymore.
It's the Earthlings.
Yeah.
Roche, Krillin, Goku, Tien, Chaozu, Gohan Piccolo.
Okay, yeah. Because all those characters, all those like 2016 characters and stuff like that, all doing supers. Except for Gohan. Gohan is a physical attack, right? Okay.
Yeah, but also I've tried that rotation on Super Battle Road,
And?
AGL Tapion and STR Tapion Minocha. I have them at the LR at 79%, and this rotation is really, really good.
Nice.
I think the stage was incredibly easy.
Okay.
And but yeah, I appreciate that Akatsuki decided to release like one stage every celebration. That's refreshing. But we had this discussion 2 weeks ago, so yeah. Truth. Have you played through that stage even once, or do you?
No, I haven't had a chance yet.
Okay. So I did
Dude,
like on my way to
Sunblade World Tournament. Oh, they had to pick now, dude.
Yeah.
Dying over here.
Let's just talk about it now. Like the World Tournament, like Truth, you're struggling right now. There's no auto mode. So what are you doing? What are your teams? What's your experience? I think
they could
it
have.
hasn't gotten better.
So auto battle would get you killed. That wouldn't work. But you could have been able to auto the map, so it would just like auto get into the fights for you. That would have been so helpful, right? Because what it does is it picks the biggest dice roll you have always anyway. And it's always it's like moving towards the end goal. So I think it probably would just move towards the enemies every single time. So an auto for the map would have been actually really nice for this, but they decided we couldn't have fun.
So what team are you using right now? What do you recommend?
Okay, so I actually am using the AGL androids as my lead, right? Because they're 99 team cost and they're supporting extreme class. And then I just filled it up with all the extreme class AoEs. And then boom. So that way I have maximum team cost, and we have all the AoEs. Broly is so good. Majin Vegeta's EZA is good for this, that they're still like one-shotting even with the lower stats of the android lead, so it's working really good.
Yep, nice. Yeah, I tried to get into the World Tournament, but I stopped.
They removed team cost with the version Z, right? But it's still on the unit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
The only big issue I think with World Tournament is just a preliminary stage, dude. Like I don't mind the 4 stages, qualifiers, prelims, or whatever it is, and then you just fight one person. But just seeing the bots like just clash and just tickle each other You know, like with no damage, no, you know, no homo, but like it's just so annoying. Like I don't understand. The first stage is all they need to do is revamp, give us one enemy, and I think World Tournament becomes 50 million times better. I don't know. Prelims just suck.
I'm in favor of them deleting it. So yeah, that's my solution.
The fact that
I
they
agree,
run
Goresh,
away
I
from
agree.
you as well is just so annoying.
Oh my god, for real, I can't.
Dude, I'll never forget the time I lost because they ran away from me. I couldn't fight them.
What?
Yeah, I lost.
Oh,
I literally lost because I was only getting like 1s and 2s, and they were just running, and I couldn't fight them.
Oh no.
No way.
Actually crazy.
Okay. Nice.
That's kind of sad, not gonna lie.
Yeah, really funny though, and
Could imagine
But,
his
yeah.
reaction.
mostly said, yeah, I'm trying to like think about his reaction in my head right now, but let's discuss this one other time. But yeah, we have this discussion every now and then, and we have a new face here in the podcast right now. JP is getting a new Chamber Battle season with Future Saga, Time Travelers, and what was it? Bond of Master and Disciple, and we are facing the androids 17 and 18. So, baby, what do you think? What is better, Chain Battle or World Tournament?
Okay.
Oh god.
All right. Well, just hear me out. All right. The reason, okay, Chain Battle, I don't like Chain Battle, but Chain Battle is infinitely better than World Tournament. There's just no discussion. With Chain Battle, you take 15 seconds to set up your teams, another 10 seconds to hop in, and you place top 30%, and then you still get more rewards than if you were to spend 20 hours of your life grinding World Tournament. So in terms of just free rewards, Chain Battle is definitely the place to go. World Tournament is World Tournament is the place to go if you want to like sacrifice your life, basically. Chain Battle in terms of just, dude, you I don't know. There's no.
He's spitting.
I mean, the thing is, I my opinion has moved on this slightly because of the like EX skill orbs and stuff making Chain Battle better.
Yeah.
But just to point out, like what I was saying is, you are actually statistically you are incorrect because in the video that I made, I broke down the list, and to get even to the point to the rewards that you get by completing the missions. So all you have to do the 30 million points worth of missions. You don't have to grind for the whole weekend. That gets you more rewards than getting top 1% in Chain Battle. So
Yeah, but it's also
but-
8 times the effort.
Yeah,
12
but
hours.
that's
I'm not
the
saying
thing.
anything about that, but him saying that the rewards you get from Chain Battle are better than the World Tournament, even if you're in like the top 30%, that's just incorrect.
I would say it's better, but based off the time that you're putting in. Because if Chain Battle was something
Yeah.
you're putting 12 hours into, then yeah, okay, we can sit here and agree. We just compare. But if I'm putting 5 minutes into Chain Battle and I get less rewards than when I put 12 hours into World Tournament, Chain Battle is infinitely better. There's no way. Like if I'm putting 3 days of my life, because on global it's 3 days, right? Truth is lucky, so he only has to suffer for 2 days. Global's 3 days, a World Tournament. So if I'm spending 3 days of my life, I better have like 6 times the rewards. I better be getting like 50 Kais, Orbs to Rainbow, 1,000 units. Like I don't know. I feel like for the grind that World Tournament is, they've updated rewards slightly, but they need to, with the way Chain Battle is, it's so free it is. I feel like just for the time that you spend, Chain Battle is just infinitely better. That's the way
Here's the difference. Chain Battle doesn't want to make me brand my eyes with a molten iron rod. That's the major difference for me.
Well, Goresh, I mean, you lost to a bot, so I guess that's fine too. I'm just, Goresh, you said it, not me. All right, I'm letting you know. Just,
Okay, I think it's a good time to take a break here to calm down. Like,
Goresh,
Take some fresh air.
Goresh, I still love you, bro. I'm sorry.
so yeah, we are going to take a break now. Please, guys in the chat, prepare your questions because we are going to address them once we come back. So yeah, we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we are back with our Dokkan Battle podcast, and now we want to address your questions you asked us during the break. So let's begin with the first question. What EZAs do you expect for New Year's STR Ultimate Gohan, Physical Super Vegito, LR Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku? So yeah, Oozaru, go first.
I think Physical Super Vegito would be really nice for New Year EZA.
Yeah, he sucks, I hate him.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, man. It would be a great option.
I feel like he was one of the first units that came out that was like a newer, like, I guess, quote unquote, upgraded version of like an existing
True,
unit. Because
yeah.
obviously they did that quite a lot. We got like the physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks to replace the tech one. And like I pulled him, used him a couple of times, and then just never used him over the AGL one ever again. So he definitely needs one. And like, obviously everyone wants to see the STR Ulma Gohan, but Hybrids has had a million buffs this year. So yeah, let's have the physical Super Vegito one.
Tech exchange, bro.
Yeah, True certainly think so, huh? So yeah, True, what would you like to see for New Year's as a JP player?
Man, the Super Vegito is always pretty cool. I like fusions. I'm the fusion guy. I always want fusion.
Yeah, they bring in the money, so Dokkan will stay alive longer. Yeah, but I think so too. I personally think that Physical Super Vegito without an easy A is probably the worst Dokkan Fest unit out there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, STR Ulma Gohan still exists.
Well, I personally think about, like, I have literally no incentive to bring this guy, even on mono super physical. I wouldn't bring him at all. Like, for STR Ultimate Gohan, you could link him up with Tech Ultimate Gohan if you want, but now you have even more units. So, yeah, it will probably be a battle between Ultimate Gohan and Super Vegito, but I hate Super Vegito so much. He does nothing for me. Like, he's so trash. I get mad when I talk about him. So let's just switch over to the next.
Out of those like lowest tier ones, I think the one that I really want to see the easy A for first is the Int Goku Black, just because obviously that team needs the help, but obviously, you know, that's not themed to the New Year celebration, so it's not going to be that one.
If they're going to release a sub Ize, it would be nice if it is for the Int base form Vegeta and the Strength base form Goku. Like a sub Ize with the AGL Vegito Extreme Z Battle, for example.
Oh, and the all the Tech and Int Vegitos as well, because you got that Tech base Vegito
exactly,
that's like a support unit. He could be quite good with an easy A
They
as
should
well.
they should also easy A the OG free to play like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? That you get from like the OG story event.
Oh yes, right.
He has a real. I think he can get.
He should awaken into an LR. He was like so many people's like first unit, like first
like
DUR and
LRB
stuff.
Pan,
Yeah,
right?
he should
Type of
awaken
thing.
into an LR. That'd be sick.
I'm 100% done for that. Yeah. And he just 1,000 times better than the Tech Super Saiyan 3 one right now that we have, right?
Guys, I haven't even finished this unit. So please don't.
What?
Yeah, he sucks. I don't need him. Why should I
Oh, okay, yeah.
finish
Fair.
him? So like I have started my JP account like 2 years ago, so there was no reason for me to work on it. And in chat, I know STR Broly is bad, but he has an easy A already, and I excluded him. So, but yeah, STR Broly is pretty bad. The TOR. So
Don't
I
disrespect
agree.
Broly, dude. No, he's always good.
Okay, you're a new guy here, so I'll give you that.
You know who they've been doing this a lot with this like barbershop free-to-play units. I know they've been tying them into the free-to-play Extreme Z areas, but I'd like to see a easy A for that free-to-play, the physical Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku as well. I always thought he was cool, like when he first got his awakening all that time ago. So an easy A for him would be cool.
Yeah, I got him, Rainbow. That'd be pretty sick.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question, and this is: what LR do you think is the most unimpressive from this year? Goresh, what do you think?
If I can even remember everything that released, I mean, the one that comes to mind directly is Tapion and Minosha. If I had a list in front of me, it'd be much easier to remember them all, but that's the one I'm going to go with for now.
What about Ningen? Did you come up with an answer? You were thinking about it loud?
I'm just bringing up the legendary power list on the wiki to see if I can think of any off the top of my head.
Maybe Super 17.
Yeah, unfortunately, it probably is Super 17, because whilst I don't think he's terrible, he's just like, he's so weirdly designed, and almost everything about him like could have been done better. Because like one of the things Goresh pointed out earlier, the fact that he has that like thing where he gets his damage reduction and the buffs and everything on the next turn, which he's probably not the only unit in the game that does that, but we already have units that have things that, like, you know, like the Physical Angel Freezer, where when they get hit, they immediately get a buff. So, like, why he doesn't get it until the next turn, I don't really know. And we already talked about, like, the super attack absorption and stuff like that. So I think just in terms of how disappointing he is compared to what he could have been, I think I would probably have to say Super 17.
Oh,
For
you know who
me-
I just
Oh,
wait,
good.
hold on. Just before I forget this, you know who I just thought of that really could also get an EZA during the end of the year is STR Super Boo.
Oh yes, yes please.
Oh,
Yeah.
True.
Yes
That'd
please.
actually be really good.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, as for me, I'm going with Physical Angel Golden Freezer and 17.
Oh,
I hate this
100%.
one.
100%.
That's a good pick.
So underwhelming. Like, why did I even pull them? Like, they are rotting in my box. Every time I bring them, I die. It's like, I hate them.
Yeah, they're so underwhelming. I forgot they existed. So yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
The animations and stuff is cool, but the unit, sucks.
EZA, Tapion, and Minosha, LR, Tapion, and Minosha, they are good if you bring them along with the AGL Tapion. So
Yeah, Tapion Minosha is still one of my favorite LRs in the game. I love that unit. I don't have him, but I still love the unit.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
limited. I wouldn't say they're bad. They're just very restricted to like where you would use them because you kind of have to run them with AGL Tapion. So,
But it
they-
works
they-
because like Tapion's like 50% damage reduction, and then like
Yeah.
LR Tapion gives him like I think it's 4 key and 40% attack and defense because Tapion's on both stored figures simply spawn, right? So like giving a unit 40% defense with 120% and the damage reduction, I feel like that's like a really powerful rotation, right? Put AGL Tapion first slot, then LR Tapion Minosha second slot. I mean, they don't raise defense, but I mean, I think the rotation still works, you know. So.
So I think everyone is dying to know Truth's opinion. So, Truth, who do you think is the most unimpressive LR from this year?
It's tough. You know, I want to say Goku and Piccolo, but like they're really good. It's just they're so limited, right? I probably would say Tapion and Minosha. I don't know.
Okay.
17 and Golden Frieza. At the beginning of the year, they made a bunch of these sort of like just like weird LRs, right? Just like not really meshing well. It's like they really knew what they were doing with Hit and God Goku, where they take two characters that don't really have a lot in common, but they made them ridiculously good. But I feel like they didn't accomplish that with Gohan and Krillin and Goku and Piccolo and other sort like 17 and Golden Frieza earlier in the year. But finally with Goku and Hit, they nailed it, right? Where these two characters that don't have common categories like Goku Family Saiyans or something like that, or Links, and they actually made them like really powerful. So that's good. Hopefully future like random pairings like that will be a lot better because of that.
Only because he doesn't dodge for me. I want to say AGL UI, dude. He doesn't. He literally. I kid you not. Like he just eats every single super in every event, and then you can't dodge in the last one either. It's like in like long events, so it's like I just don't like AGL UI. He looks very unimpressive since I use him a lot, or I give him a lot of chances, but nah, man, he's just. I don't know.
Yeah, we
Sounds
need a
like a skill issue.
compilation of that. So,
Wait, truth, what'd you say?
Sounds like a skill issue.
It
Well, I
might
think
be.
'cause
It might be.
Since the question was unimpressive and not necessarily bad, I feel like a lot of people would bring up the Tech Gogeta, considering we had to wait so long for him to come out as the counterpart to Vegito, and then most people just think
Oh
that
my
Vegito's better.
god.
How dare you? How dare you?
One thing I don't
I mean,
like.
don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. I think he's great and everything, but like, obviously, people make the comparison to the fact that he's the counterpart to a unit that's over a year older, and a lot of people argue that Super Vegito is still better. So,
I just don't like how his
He
kid
is.
is so
He is.
similar though. I that's what I just don't like. And I still think STR Vegito puts out more damage. I'm saying that for real. Like I think defensively Gogeta is definitely better, but STR Vegito's just still dishing out more damage. Gogeta should have just been infinitely better than STR Vegito. I don't know what happened there. And for the
This really
kicks that
became a
DB say-
Vegito versus Gogeta discussion. Come on.
And we know Gogeta's better, but that's fine. We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that.
How does everything become that?
Okay, so let's just move on before this escalates here. So we discussed this very briefly during the break, but would you rather see STR Namek Goku or Int Goku Black EZA first? Mr. Baby, you're up.
Int Goku Black. At least STR Namek Goku has defense on its passive. In Goku Black is just terrible. Like people look at his greatly raising defense and thinks he's like viable, but no, he's not. He's just give him 40% damage reduction or just allow him to build up defenses. Actually, no, he needs to start of turn like 150% defense, and he just becomes like really powerful in long events. But I think Goku Black, especially for the teams he's on, I mean, Planet Saga needs more buffs too, but I feel like in Goku Black is just a disgrace, honestly. So yeah, we need to see it for him first, honestly.
Oozaru, what do you think?
In Goku Black, I mean, the LR Rose needs a good partner, man. So I would go with in Goku Black.
Yeah, Truth has been saying this all along, but LR Rose's time will come. Like once great Goku Black comes out, like I'm still mad over the fact that Akatsuki didn't give Goku Black's EZA the support on JP, but
True.
maybe the int Goku Black can be redeemed in that regard.
You mean physical?
Yeah, when the int one gets his EZA, maybe he gets like a passive that supports the int LR. That's what I was trying to say. So Goresh, what do you think? Namek Goku or Goku Black?
So here's the thing. I obviously want Namek Goku to get his EZA first. But here's the thing with that is if they give his EZA soon, I will be so confused as to why they wouldn't just do it during the download celebration.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So that would make me that would make me so mad that I would actually just say Goku Black at that point.
Fair enough.
Yo. Okay, so let's move on to the final question for today before we finish up today's episode. And yeah, this one is pretty short. 7 anniversary theme. So what characters do you want to see for the Dual Dokkan Festival for the anniversary? So, Truth.
I'll start.
Yep.
Blue Vegito, blue Gogeta. I'm done. Next.
Standalone Gogeta, blue Gogeta, and standalone blue Vegito, I think.
No, I actually would like just like Tech Gogeta and STR Vegito, but just it's Goku and Vegeta to go blue instead. Yeah.
And baby, what do you think?
To give some units that really need representation in the game, I'm down for a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta. And then for the Vegito portion, since it's Gogeta and Vegito all the time, it's probably going to be, like what you said, a blue Goku and Vegeta who fuse into Vegito. And then part 2 can give us the LR merge Zamasu we really need, and then the transforming Sin that we really need as well. So there we get a lot of representation for like Merge Zamasu who needs it, Super Saiyan 4, LR Gogeta who needs it, right? So I think that's definitely viable.
Yeah, and there's like a GT Super crossover type thing.
Yep.
Yep. Goresh, what do you want to see?
I want to see like a movie medley. Like they go through every movie and like do something with every single movie, and then they culminate with the Dokkan Fest of Gogeta and Broly.
That'd be interesting.
Wait, how would that work for the anniversary?
Very special. Yeah.
Like they have like events related to every single movie, and like some kind of theme that goes through like at least parts of each movie, and then they end like the Dual Dokkan Fest though is Gogeta and Broly, and like they sort of have like a special event that maybe has like one stage per movie or something like that. And they like recap everything.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick. Okay.
It would also sort of serve as like a warm up to like the new movie too. So
Yeah.
That's true.
That works. Oozaru, what do you think?
Besides that, only the first anniversary was Super vs Extreme Class. I want to see that again for the 7th anniversary because I mean it's the number 7 Dragon Balls. Just make it transforming Sing into Omega versus transforming Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta into Gogeta.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll be the Dual Dokkan Fest though, because they've ever since the first anniversary they've been doing like 2 super class units, and then 2 like they don't do 2 extreme class units part 2, but the first 2 LRs are super class. That's why like no one else in GT besides Gogeta is really carrying that second slot, right? Unless you bring out like an LR Pan, which that's definitely not going to happen. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. But that's why I say Gogeta and Vegito, because no one in GT really is. Repping that.
But that's why your point was good with the part 2 LR. That's the part 2 LR could be your Shinchan one.
Yeah. And finally,
Yeah,
Merge
I mean-
Zamasu, right?
Yeah.
are these what you want to see, or are these like the realistic ones?
What you want to see.
What I want to see.
What I
What I want to see is Dragon Ball Saga.
Yeah.
I want a
That's,
Demon King Piccolo versus Kid Goku, and then part 2 is like LR Goku and Ma Jr.
But knowing Akatsuki, like,
Yeah, it's not
how
that,
would
that,
those
ain't, that
units
ain't flying for the
Yeah.
anniversary. No.
that yeah, and how would those units work? Like, the link skills are always kind of wonky, but yeah.
How popular is that in
Maybe.
Japan though? Because like personally, like I think
Yes,
it's cool, but like I
yes.
wouldn't be as hyped, you know. And again, like I'm kind of getting tired of fusions as well. But I feel like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like the last like LR fusion we really need in the game because there's just
Yeah.
no LR for him. But like after that,
Yeah.
I don't want more fusions. But I don't know how hype for me personally, like a Goku and Demon King Piccolo would be. Although we still need it though. I think we need a dual Dokkan Fest of that. But I don't know.
Yeah, regarding the Int Kid Goku subject, we had a big discussion. I still remember that when Int Kid Goku came out, he was very, very, very popular in Japan, and yeah, Dragon Ball Saga will get its moment soon enough, I think.
But yeah,
But
most
not
of,
during the.
most of the things that I was going to say have been said already. But the one thing that could work as an anniversary, I don't know if it's hype enough because it is just centered around the one movie, but it would be 2 units that I would really like to see come to the game, especially with voiced active skills. So I guess it would be awesome if they did it as like a Dual Dokkan Fest anniversary. Would be to have a Battle of Gods themed Dual Dokkan Fest and have the Goku that has the like "You will not destroy my world" active skill God transformation, and then have the other banner unit be the "That's my Bulma" Vegeta, because I really want that to be a voiced active skill in the game. That's one of my favorite moments in Dragon Ball. So like that as a Dual Dokkan Fest would be awesome.
So who would you say would be the part? I see that more being like the like worldwide, right? So who would you say the part 2 LRs
Yeah.
would be for that? If you had to.
Because I guess the part 2 LR could be like a new Beerus or something, I guess.
Hakai Beerus, would they ever
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Then who else? Because there's 2.
do that? Hakai Champa.
I guess.
Classic
Yeah, I
Goresh.
don't know.
I feel like you could do like it's not like a Z Fighters LR, but you know how like Gotenks and Piccolo and Gohan and Majin Buu try to fight Beerus? Like you could have like a team up LR like that, right? Which could be like super powerful on like the Resurrection F category if that ever were to be a thing, similar to how Team Universe 7 works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in chat, I'm seeing Boo with pudding.
Boo with pudding, yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, that works. Okay, very, very good. Yeah, thank you guys for the questions, and this concludes this episode pretty much. Yeah, so we are done for today, and as I said at the very beginning, I'm going to publish a survey right after the podcast, and I want to know how we can improve the podcast even further. And yeah, most likely we are going to change the time where the podcast is taking place. So now you have the chance to influence that a little bit. Please let us know your thoughts and your opinions about the podcast. And yeah, we are trying to improve that as much as we can. And yeah, with that said, we are done for today. Thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you guys next week.